Oh, hey, didn't see you there. We were just reading about how technology has changed the music industry and its effect on modern culture. My name is Wade Doran. I'm going to be talking to you about the microphone.
And my name is Amrit Paul Sigmund and I'll be talking about the phonograph and recording music.
My name is Kenny Severson and I'll be talking to you about the radio.
My name is Noel Navano and I will be talking about modern technology and equipment.
If you wanted to listen to music in the mid-1800s, you only had one option: live. Basically listening to someone playing it or playing it yourself. Music was a social event. People gathered at common locations such as clubs or concert halls and enjoyed music together. December 3rd, 1877, a man by the name of Thomas Edison changed all that with the invention of the phonograph. He created a device where you can record and play back audio, something that was unheard of at the time. The drastic change of recorded music meant that every song recorded was going to be heard the same exact way each time. This revolutionized the way music has been made and produced. It provided a means of spreading music across the world. The phonograph technology changed music from a group experience to a more personal one.
Not wink, then beat hum.
Before radio, popular songs went viral via word of mouth or sheet music. Even after radio became popular, only certain types of music were allowed to gain national popularity, such as rock and roll and jazz. Although recording technology emerged several decades before radio, live performances were still preferred over music played on the radio. Yet the radio had the potential to sound better than music played from a phonograph in your own home. The more synthetic music became when heard, the lower the quality. When radio was introduced in the 1920s, many people believed that it would be the end of records. Radio was a way in which the public could hear music that they would normally have had to pay for. People feared that radio would cut into profits from record sales and live performances. Many companies got their major stars to sign agreements so that their music wouldn't appear on radio. Music recording industry had a severe drop in profits after radio was introduced. Overall, the copyright holder of the song had control over public performances for profit.
The microphone is one of the most influential inventions of all time. Today they are used in everything from telephones and transmitters for radio and television broadcast to baby monitors and tape recorders. Prior to the invention of the microphone, the only music industry there was revolved around live performance. The only way a person could hear music was to either go to a concert hall for live performance or to hire a musician to come and perform for them in their home. This meant that only the most affluent families could afford to hear most forms of music. The invention of the microphone changed all that, however. For the first time, it allowed sound waves to be converted into an electrical signal, which could then be manipulated for different intended uses, such as music amplification and the ability to record and preserve a live musical performance. Music was no longer just for the wealthy. People from all over the world were able to listen to music in the privacy of their own home.
Moving on to modern time. Today, because of electronic technology, we listen to unaltered music only rarely. Because of modern technology like electronic keyboards and editing studios, we are able to imitate the sounds of actual performances from the past. It is no longer necessary for artists to learn how to play an actual instrument. They can just hire a very experienced audio engineer who can splice together perfect recordings. In addition, modern recording and editing technology has made the music produced today so artificial that we can no longer recognize the music that is performed live. Two differently mixed, equalized, and reverberated recordings of the same performance can contrast just as much as two totally different pieces of music altogether. A printed piece of sheet music no longer represents the musical sounds that the composer intends his or her audience to hear, because an audio engineer can manipulate the piece of sound however they want. They can speed it up, slow it down, or change the key to make sounds darker or happier. Technology has blurred the line between what constitutes a true musician from someone who is only a performer masquerading as a musician. In other words, it allows anyone to become a seemingly good performer of music, rather than an actual musician. Most people typically believe that Britney Spears is a musician. However, in 2009, when the microphone was left on at a live event,
Hollywood girl. She's so lucky, but why does she cry? Even is dog a bit missing in her life. Why do tears come at night?
today's generation seems to favor performances involving expensive soundboards, laptops, and speakers, rather than classical instruments relying on good acoustics. In other words, recording technology has forced us to reconsider what constitutes a piece of music.
What are you still doing here? Class is over. Go home. Enjoy your winter break.